All right, we're going to bring up our next roaster, and I'm not going to give an introduction until he gets done. So please welcome Chuck Ryan.
While Chuck's coming up here, I just wanted to say thank you, Lex, for booking a room big enough so that Rodney could bring his family in here.
What's up, y'all? I'm excited to be here today. They told me I had to keep this clean. I tried to find somebody else to write it for me. But I'd like to welcome Landon's friends, his enemies, his family, and the noted comedians that are here. Rodney B. Those who know how big of a BYU fan I am do not know I'm not a Mormon, so if you try to convert me, I'm leaving.
We're at University of Utah. I think you're safe.
Josh Grett, you'll find out. You saw him in the video. I found out from another comedian. He was in high school, voted most likely to become a serial killer. Lexi asked me if I would attend for Landon's birthday, a roast. I said, all right. He needs one. That's what more could you ask for? But I don't want to come because I don't think he would taste that good. Hey, that's all Utah history people. I know about the Donner Party. Many guys want to grow up and meet a girl just like their mom. Landon wanted to grow up and meet a girl who babysat his mom. But I knew he liked older girls when some lady, when I found out some lady named Miss Ballard told me that he might have learned some history had he quit lusting at her and drooling all day in his classroom. When I met Landon and found out he was 24 and he didn't have a wife, I wondered if he was gay. This is Utah, people. 25, 24, you don't have a wife. Your best friend is a guy named Bradley Fagg. I was a little bit concerned. He has an unnatural crush on Liam Nielsen. Then he got a girlfriend. That was good. I wondered if she was blind. So I held up a finger and said, how many fingers? She said one. I realized she wasn't blind. She just had bad taste. One day, Landon and I were at the grocery store buying junk food. He said, I like chocolate cupcakes. Now he's got one. You know what they say, once you go black. So Landon, how's math going?
If I have to learn about foil one more time, I'm going to hurt someone.
From what I hear, there's no danger of Landon ever becoming a CPA. If he does, there's a lot of people going to jail. Coach Marlowe told me that maybe he would have learned some math if he tried to concentrate on math and not snorting his boogers down his throat all the time. Is that what you did, Landon?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Landon says he can't see in the dark. He actually is scared of the dark, and that's his excuse. Landon, you have seizures.
I did until I was about 6 years old.
If we ever get pulled over and I'm driving, you'll get a fake one for me.
I got you on that, Chad. That still won't explain the 12-year-old girl in the back seat.
Speaking of which, I hear you've been poking 13-year-olds.
All right. Okay, so on Facebook, the thing that is craziest is poking. And I have a friend on there who's 13 years old. And it's one of our friends, a
I probably
comedian
have the same friend.
You know, that's
I
for
don't
sure. And I'm glad you're finally able to be in a school again, Chuck. But I have this friend, and it's a daughter of my friend. It's not weird. But the weird thing is that she keeps poking me. And, like, so I was like, all right, I waited a week the first time it happened. I waited 1 week, I didn't do anything. And I kept seeing it, it kept coming up. So I was like, all right, I will poke back, you know, to be polite or whatever. But she keeps poking me back, and I don't want to do it again. I feel like Chris Hansen is out there, and he's going to come out and be like, yes, says here you poked this 13-year-old girl. And I don't know, it's just, I did it to be polite. I know her dad. So I don't want to do that anymore. But it's not just young people, if I may, just really quick. It's not just young people on Facebook anymore that creep me out. But it's old people too. This is a status from someone that I know recently. I'm going to try to say it verbatim because I always joke about old people putting their statuses. It's like 3 paragraphs long. And so this is one from my dad, who also had a birthday earlier this month, and it went something like this. Well, I don't know what the fuss is all about. 42-year-olds have birthdays every year. Hey, what can I say? I was dragged into the Facebook world kicking and screaming, but I feel like a fish out of water in it. My son Landon gets a kick out of the fact that I don't know how to reply to all in the status field. Anyway, I would like to thank everyone who wished me a happy birthday. You are far too kind. Thank you, Kurt. We don't have the attention span anymore. We don't even read the newspaper. We read the news feed. Anyway, that's all on that. Back to you, Chuck. Sorry.
Thanks for interrupting my show.
Okay.
I met his, going back to the seizure thing, I met a nursery teacher, Becky Thompson. She wasn't sure whether he was having a seizure or a revelation. Trust me, it wasn't a revelation. Mom and Dad can't think of anything bad about Landon. I was talking to all of his friends, and they couldn't come up with anything they could say in front of Mom and Dad. Landon, I don't know what that's all about. Hey, I'm Chuck Ryan. Thank you.